What is up, everybody? It is Wick here. I'm hitting some garage sales looking for treasure. I already got some in my hand. Some nice Ariat boots for only $5. I'm pretty sure I've already sold that pair. I've been finding so many it's hard to keep track. Been selling a lot of pairs, but it seems like I sold those for about 70 bucks. Just incredible. Checking out this sale for other goods that I can sell and make some money. Got pillows. We got a weird electronic. What is that? I can't even tell what's in that bag. As always, it's good to dig at these garage sales, look inside of boxes, check out bags, because you never know what could be inside. I found some incredible things. I know there's a lot of people that watch that have found some incredible things that I've heard about. Got some motorcycle helmets. I think there were some Harley ones here as well. They were priced pretty high, like $40, $50, so I did not mess with them. Don't like to buy motorcycle helmets anyway, because technically if they've been in an accident or something, they lose their protective rating or whatever you call it. So not great to sell, but I have sold some good ones for a few $100s before. So if I find a good one, I'll sell it. Here's some sort of warehouse sale I came up upon, and it's, well, warehouse stuff, so I don't want to be here. Ended up passing on it, just priced high. Here's some Dean Martin DVDs, and these are pretty good if you have the full set. Around $100. That's not the full set, but for $4, I figure I can still make some money on them. There's 12 of them there. I believe there's like 20 in the collection. There was some Canon ink I usually buy, but it was opened and didn't want to pick that up. Here's some holiday stuff. I like to pick this up if the brand's good, like Linux or Department 56. This stuff was not particularly great, especially for what it was priced. So just ended up leaving that, and don't really want to deal with it anyway, because a lot of times I buy that stuff, I get it home, and I always find a broken piece even though I look it over. Here's one of those radios made to look old, usually not worth picking up. What else do we have at this sale? Looks like a tool over there, but let me know in the comments what your best garage sale find has been so far this year. In this video, I'm going to be showing you one of my favorite finds ever. Actually found something really cool for only 50 cents. So stay tuned for that. I'll show you it in the haul. And we also got some hats at this garage sale. Found some really good hats this year as well. If you've been watching the videos, checking that one to see if it's a Stetson. And I get distracted and see these boots, which I think are Red Wing, right? The Works by Red Wing. I think this is 30 bucks, so I'm going to pass on this, especially just after picking up a $5 pair. And I actually found another pair this weekend. So 2 pairs for $5, really good. I just don't know why I keep finding the Ariat boots. I think they're maybe starting to get too popular, too saturated. They're just everywhere. So the price on those will probably be falling, just like Columbia and North Face stuff did. Here's a marshmallow mask. No thank you on that. As I say that, somebody will point out that it's worth a fortune. I should have grabbed it. People point out stuff all the time that I walk past. So if you see something I walk past, let me know. It is hard to see everything, especially when there's so many sales you're going to. I do see this pressure cooker for $5. I'm like, yeah, I could part that out and make some money. So I grabbed that. Always looking for an opportunity. Here's some Halloween stuff, and this sale could have been very promising. The prices were high on a lot of this stuff, but they had some of the really cool Halloween like decorations, animatronic stuff, some DVDs. Maybe I should have went through there. Could have been some horror stuff. Like, check out this rat with the snake around it. It was like $250, $300 for these. But some of that stuff still sells for like 600 bucks. If somebody wants to commit the money and do the sales and go through all the process it would take to deal with all that, probably some pretty good money there. Maybe could make a deal even to get all of those for a cheaper price, because they're priced high anyway. Some of them was like $150, but it can be hard to research some of that stuff. The Halloween, I don't want to call them nuts Halloween fans, because I enjoy this stuff too. But they'll pay up for that stuff. Some of those animatronics they'll pay $1,000, $1,200 for. Even the new skeleton, that really tall one, I don't know if anyone's seen it around. I think it came from Home Depot. It sold for, I don't know how much it sold for at Home Depot, but it was selling as resell for $1,200. So people were, buying them out and then flipping them. So just crazy what people pay for some of this Halloween stuff. Still hitting the garage sales. I think I hit probably over 30 sales this weekend. So of course I don't have footage for all of them. I can't fit it all in. The video would be way too long, and when the videos are longer, people don't watch as long, and then YouTube doesn't recommend it. It's just the curse of YouTube for longer videos. But here's some boots. I stopped at this random church sale I drove up upon, saw a sign, they had a few items in there. Ended up grabbing those boots for $10. Lots of purses, women's clothes, some shoes. Purses, I didn't recognize anything right off. I didn't go through them that closely because I don't buy a lot of purses. They had some sound equipment, which I thought was going to be great until I saw the price. But I got a pair of boots that I think I can make some money on. Here's some more Christmas stuff at this garage sale. This is one that you walk up on and they're just like opening. You might be the first one there and you think, oh, this looks good. There could be something amazing, but then you don't really find anything. So that's just the way it goes. You still look. I mean, there's some romance book lots. Maybe you could lot up. I didn't look up the books, but some of those romance books are actually crazy how much they're worth. And you got some shoes here. These look like, I don't know, I guess Kohl's type brands or something. I would say Kmart, but there's not really any Kmarts around. Here's some vintage speakers, which I wish I would have paid more attention to. I think they're computer speakers. I ended up getting out of a free box some computer speakers that were like Dell, Altec Lansing, and they ended up being worth quite a bit of money. So I've been talking about how these vintage computer speakers are doing well right now. I'm not sure exactly why. Not all of them, of course. Here's a fishing reel. Just not worth a whole lot of money. Not a good one. I'm not sure what it was priced, but ended up finding some great things today. I'm going to go through it all in the haul now, and we'll talk about how much I expect to make. Check it out, I got a nice haul to show you today. Let's start over here with this motorcycle. This chopper, this was $5. It's supposed to be an RC, it didn't have the remote, but I ended up buying it anyway. I tried to do Google Lens search and it was showing me real choppers, so I just bought it because I saw some decent looking potential. I saw this exact one without the remote sell for parts for $40, so that's probably what I'll try to sell it for. Some of this RC stuff should just be huge money, which is why I bought it. Below it is this pet safe radio fence. It's like a collar invisible fence type thing. These are usually good. The lady told me that they never used it, that they bought it for the dog and ended up using something else. So apparently it has not been used, it's just been opened, but I should be able to sell that between $80 and $100. The only one listed for this particular one was $140 right now, but I saw some comps anyway between $60 and $80. So I'll probably come in right around 100 and see if somebody wants to buy it. Got some great shoe deals. I spent $5 on these Kurabara. I believe UGG makes them. They're brand new. Not huge money. I'll probably sell them for like $30 plus shipping. Saw some listed for like $60, but I don't think they'll sell for that. Here's a brand new pair of Adidas. They were $10 and I should be able to sell those no problem for about 50, 60 bucks. Let's go over the rest of the shoes and boots up here on the table. I got these Torrid boots. These are not a great brand by any means, but I bought them because of the style. They got that combat style knee-high that's kind of popular. And I did see this exact pair sell for, I think it was $75 and some others around $50. So I'm probably gonna price these about $50 plus shipping. Should be able to make some money on them. These are cool. These are vintage Justin boots. I'm almost certain they're men's. I could not find them by looking up the style number anywhere on eBay or any sales for the past 3 years doing the research. But they're in phenomenal condition, and I was looking up some similar styles. I think I should be able to sell those for around 60 bucks minimum. And check this out. I got a couple pair of Ariat boots. These were $5 is all. At first I thought it said 50. When I saw that it said 5, I'm like, what is going on? Like, these are really nice. I looked them over, and I could not find any flaws. So very good condition Ariat boots. I should be able to sell those for about 75 to 80 bucks. And here's another pair of Ariat boots worth $70 to $80, somewhere in that area. Again, a very good condition. edition. I paid $5 for these. It's just crazy, right? I don't know what it is with Ariat boots. I've been finding so many. I guess the value on these might start going down just because they're so available, or is it just me finding them? It's going to turn into Columbia or North Face where there's so many listed that it can be hard to sell them because everyone's finding them. But for now, I can make some good money on them. Paid $10 for these cat boots. Probably shouldn't, honestly, just because there's so much better footwear I've been finding, but I'm gonna have to clean them up and take some time, and I probably can only sell them for like $30, maybe $40. I couldn't find this style listed either, but based on comps for similar ones, I'm thinking that's the case. But adding up all the shoe sales, it's gonna be some great profit once they all move. Then down here, before I forget, I got this Ninja Turtles stuff. Paid $5 for all of it, just a couple figures, a Turtles van, which is missing quite a few pieces. But the stickers are good, and I think this top would sell for probably 15, 20 bucks by itself. I was at a garage sale and just saw them in a tote under a table in the garage, and I'm like, do you want to sell that stuff too? And she's like, well, I don't know if I want to sell that stuff, but she pulled it out and let me look through it. I pulled out the Ninja Turtle stuff and said, no, I'd give her $5 for it. I wish I had more time. I could have dug through, maybe find some more of the accessories or maybe even some that went with this, but I'm happy with the $5 purchase. So I got a couple Wilton cake pans. They were $1, so I just grabbed both of them. I didn't know. Wilton cake pans are just so hit and miss. I've sold an R2-D2 on Amazon before for like 80 bucks. Here's a Rugrats one. This thing is worth pretty much nothing. There's a bunch listed on eBay. I think the only one I saw sell on eBay was for like $6. However, the Pikachu looks like I could sell that between $30 and $40. This is vintage. Also over here on the floor, I picked up that Build-A-Bear Pikachu for $1. I know that, you know, that one's not a very good one, so maybe I'll bundle this together just to kind of like, hey, you get a free Build-A-Bear Pikachu plush. Buy mine instead of someone else's. Got a baseball glove. This is Mizuno. Paid $5 for it. You know, it's like a $25 glove. Just one of those bread and butter baseball gloves. Here's one of these color selectors, Fenwick. I've found this before. I couldn't remember what I sold it for, but I thought I sold it for like $80. I got it for $2 at a garage sale, so I knew I was going to make money, but it looks like they're only worth like between $30 and $45. The case has some damage, so I'll probably sell that for, you know, $30 plus shipping, make some good profit on it. This is for fly fishing. I'm not sure exactly what it is. I think it's something to do with building lures, if I remember correctly. Here's a Boss dual foot switch. This is brand new. Paid $25 for this. Looks like I can actually sell this on Amazon for about $65. Same with eBay. I think it was about $60 as well. So I'm probably just selling it on eBay. I don't know exactly, but I should at least double my money on that. Here are some figures. This is the core. These are from the 80s. They're kind of like G.I. Joe copies. They were $1 a bag. You know, I wasn't sure what they were worth actually, but there's some accessories in there and stuff. So I figured I could just lot them all together and make some money. Looks pretty good. I might be able to sell all these for about 40 bucks. I'll have to kind of go through them. I Google Lens one and saw that it was selling for like 10 bucks by itself. So if you wanted to take the time, you might be able to get more money. And if they have all the accessories, they're complete and you can match it all up. Like, yeah, there's a lot of decent stuff in there. Yeah, I think I'll definitely be able to get like 40 bucks for those. Here's something that's kind of a mystery. This is a cordless walking sticks, some sort of hair like curling set, vintage. I couldn't find any information on this, any comps in the past 3 years on eBay where any were listed or sold. I did see one Etsy listing doing like a Google search where one had been listed for $45 at one point. I paid $2 for it and I just bought it blind. I'm like, yeah, brand new sealed. I'm sure I can sell it for 15 or something. You know, honestly, I'm gonna price this like $100, maybe $200 at first, just in case it's something weird like a Floby or something that some people out there are looking for and it's really desirable. It's just hard to say when there's not a lot of sales history for something like that. If anyone's sold any, let me know. It could be one of those things where I'm just searching on eBay and it's not showing it to me. It happens from time to time, so I don't know for sure, but I'm going to price that high. I think at minimum, you know, I'd make a good profit on it, even you're not selling it for $200, but worth picking up at $2. Here's this Pain Reliever Master. This is brand new sealed. Bought this for $1. I figured I can make some money. Actually, new sealed, it sells for like $30, $35. So probably price it though like 20 or 25. I don't think it's like a hot mover. Here's a cross stitch, brand new sealed, paid $2 for this. And it looks like it sells for about $20, $25 as well. Picked up this laser level. I've sold sold this one before. I couldn't remember exactly, but I saw it was $2, but I didn't see the $3 tag. Of course, they charged me $3, but you know, I wasn't going to complain or say anything. I would have paid $3 for it anyway. It's brand new sealed. I think I could sell that for around $25, $30 plus shipping. Here's one of these Sony Psych CD players. Paid $1 for this. The lady said that she put new batteries in and it's still working. I thought it was going to be like a $15, $20 unit, but it does look like maybe I could sell it for 35-ish. It's a little beat up, so maybe I'll just price it like $29.99. Get a nice sale on it. Paid $5 for a brand new Microflex 200 shaver. Looks like I should be able to sell that for about $40 plus shipping as well. So love to find brand new stuff. No testing involved. It's easy to list. Picked up a couple of reels. I got this Pin Pier Monofill 209M. You know, I paid $5 a piece for these. I was hoping they'd be worth more. I bought them blind. You know, $25, $30 with the box or paperwork, I think, on that one. This Okuma EB65. Had to look 3 years ago. Looks like a couple years ago. Some sold for around $25. This one's not in super good condition or anything. It does have the box, so I'll probably just price it like $20 or $25, but I'll make money on them. They're just not worth as much as I was kind of hoping. Okay, let's talk about this. This is probably going to be one of the finds of the year, I'm guessing, based on what I'm seeing. This is a Toys R Us Award of Excellence, looks like for a manager. It was only 50 cents. It's got Jeffrey, you know, the giraffe toy mascot. It's in great condition. And 50 cents, I just bought it. And I'm like, oh, maybe I can sell that for like 20 or 30 bucks. Started doing research, and the only one listed on eBay was for $475. Had like 25 watchers. I'm like, whoa, let's go check the last 3 years. Last 3 years, one's showing sold for $400, another for $280, one for like $160. This thing's very rare, so I'm gonna come in and price mine at about $450. Let it sit for a while and see if it will sell. For 50 cents, you just can't beat that. I remember paying $1/4 for a Sony transcriber one time and selling it for $450. And this is almost as good, even though I paid double for this, which, you know, isn't much since it's only 50 cents, but kind of crazy. Definitely a bolo. I don't know how well some of the other Toys R Us stuff like this would do out there, but I guess collectors and they want something like this, there's just not many available. If you were a Toys R Us employee back in the 90s, you got one of these, you might want to sell it. Here's some games. I went to a sale and I saw some Sega games at the corner of my eye and I got really excited, of course, because I love finding these. I collect them. Looking for games is what got me into reselling to begin with. Unfortunately, when I went through them, you know, we're seeing RBI baseball and boxing, just not good stuff. They had $5 a piece on them. I ended up getting all three for $10, made a deal. I'm glad she took it because I didn't want to pay $5 a piece. I probably would have. RBI Baseball 3 or 93 might be worth $15, but they're in great condition. They're complete, so I picked them up just because of the passion. Below it, we got Soul Reaver 2 for PS2, paid $2 for that. I think it's like a $25, $30 game. We got Viet Cong and Devil May Cry 2, also paid $2 for those. Not really great games at all, but I'll probably sell Soul Reaver 2. Price it like $25. It's complete and in good condition. Picked up these Dean Martin DVDs. Actually, if you have the complete set, they're worth quite a bit of money, $100 or more. Unfortunately, there's only 12 of them here, but they were $4 for all of them, so I figured I can sell them for $20, $25. I think somebody will pay them. I'll make some money. Below everything here is a Emerson DVD VCR combo. The lady told me it worked great. I paid $5 for it, no remote, but I have 2 or 3 Emerson remotes upstairs, so I'll be able to sell this for like 60 to 70 bucks plus shipping, I think. Love to pick up the electronics when I can get them cheap like that. Over here, we got this Puffalump elephant. This is vintage from the 80s. Actually, I was kind of excited to buy this. I got it for $1. And I thought it was going to be worth more than some of these animals. The Puffalump stuff is actually worth, you know, around 100 bucks. There are some elephants. There's like a gray one that's more rare, I guess. It's worth more money. I think he's supposed to even have a shirt. Anyway, at $1, I think I sell him for 15, 20 bucks. One day I'll get one of the rare ones. Here's a Jurassic Park Indominus Rex. I guess it's Jurassic World, technically. This one's a decent one. It's off of 15 by itself, but I'll probably lot it with something. There's actually an Indominus Rex that's a little bit smaller than that one. It turns out that I sold for $75 one time. Of course, there's one this size that's the hybrid that has like the red fin spin on it or whatever you would call it. That one will sell for like $100. But for $1, I'll happily take it. Here is a New Wave pressure cooker. I paid $5 for it. Now, when I saw this, I was thinking, oh, I just sold one of these for parts. I sold the lid for like $45, sold the bucket inside for like $20. So I was just gonna buy it to part out mostly. When I got home, I realized the one that I had recently dealt with was actually a Ninja, not a New Wave. So not as great, but I should still be able to sell the lid for like $20, $25, and the other piece for like $15, $20. And I'll probably just throw the rest away. It does not sell that great altogether, and it has a big dent in the back, which I'm assuming is why it's $5, right? Here's this Craftsman drill set. This is vintage. You know, it was $10. I stopped at this sale. This guy out in the country had just one table up. He was a very nice old man, and you could tell he really wanted to sell some stuff. He had the batteries already charged on this, so he showed me it worked and everything when I was looking at it. So I just went ahead and bought it. You know, in my mind, I thought, well, maybe I just double my money quickly on eBay. Turns out it might be a bit better for this one. It's just selling the charger and the 2 batteries. I was seeing some that sold a couple of years ago for around $70 for a charger and 2 batteries. So currently there's a charger on eBay. I think it was like $35. I didn't see any batteries. Selling it all together, it didn't look like it was selling for more than $40. I don't know, it's just one of those weird things. I'm probably just gonna try to sell the 2 batteries and the charger together, price it like $50, but I think I'll make some good profit on it. Might even sell the drill as a replacement or something for like 10 just to add on to it. And then finally, I got this Chase Miller Lite jacket. Now, they had $10 on it, which I didn't want to pay, and I saw that it has some stains on it. Pretty bad stains, actually. And I just threw out, oh, would you do $5 because of the stains? And she instantly said yes, and I instantly thought, oh, I don't even really want this. But since she came down on it, I went ahead and paid the $5. This is kind of rare on the style. I only found one and it sold for $85. Since it has the stains, I'm not going to try to get them out. I'm just going to put it on eBay for like $30 and see if I can sell. Let someone else try to get the stains out or do whatever they want with it. So not a bad pickup for $5. But there it is, everybody. That's my haul for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. It's time for me to start testing this stuff and getting some of it listed. And then what I don't get listed before the next sale will probably just end up in the death pile. And the cycle will continue. Definitely love the Toys R Us thing there. I just love finding stuff like that. But before you go, if you could hit that like button for me, I'd really appreciate it. You can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, flipping_junk. And this has been Wick. Until next time.